So this is my Goku Lineage. Son Goku is the leader. He's a Goku Lineage leader. When this card attacks a leader card, you may choose one Goku Lineage from your hand and place it into the drop area, and if you do so, draw 2 cards. So the idea of why I had the Lineage ones in the deck was to use it as part of the draw engine, where I would attack with the leader, pitch one of the Goku Lineages battle cards, and then draw 2 cards. And if you do that, for like, let's say 4 turns, then you're drawing 8 cards in those 4 turns. 2 cards every turn, plus your regular draw. So you'll get the 8 plus the 4, so you'll draw 12 cards, right? You need 4 less life in order to choose 2 energies to untap them in order to awaken. On the awaken side, Legacy Barrier Son Goku. When this card attacks, draw a card. Then choose up to 1 Goku Lineage in your battle area. This card, which is the leader, and that card, that Lineage Goku card that you choose on your side of the field, gain 5,000 power for the duration of turn. We start off with Great Ape Bardock Rager's War Crime. If you have a yellow leader, he's awesome. He's easily a 4 of in any yellow deck that uses a yellow leader. Because all you really need is a yellow leader to play him. Because you're gonna combo with him. As long as you have a yellow leader, pay 2 of any color energy to cast him. To combo with him, and then after you combo, he summons. You play him onto your battle area. He has an auto. You draw a card, then you can tap one of your opponent's battle cards. So that's always useful, especially if you're tapping stuff like blockers or things that you actually want to attack, but it's hard to attack them since they're in active mode, because your opponent put them in active mode on purpose, so you couldn't attack them. So resting stuff, battle cards, has its use. And the fact that you can combo with this during your opponent's turn, the whole come into play, draw, and then tap one of your opponent's battle cards is very useful. When you opponent attacks, let's say your opponent attacks with their leader to your leader, you use this to combo in order to defend against that attack, and then he'll be played afterwards. His auto triggers, you draw a card, and then you can tap one of his battle cards. That way he can't attack with a battle card. Which is very useful if your opponent has like a triple strike or something like that, or some problematic monster that you don't want him to attack you with, and he made the mistake of attacking with something else, and then you're like, alright, combo and tap your triple strike or whatever problematic battle card you have. So it can be used offensive or defensive, so he's an easy include. He's also a Saiyan and Great Ape, and he's a Bar's Crew. The Saiyan part is relevant in this deck. Then we have Power Charger Bardock. He's a Saiyan and he's a Goku Lineage. He's 15k. When you attack with him, you can draw a card, and if you do, then you got the card right. But if you don't draw the card with the effect and you choose not to draw a card with his effect, then you get double strike instead. So you either draw a card or you get double strike when you attack with him. So that's his auto. This is a 2-drop 15k Goku Lineage. He's here because 1, he's Goku's Lineage. 2, 15k, and he's a 2-drop because you're going to use you're going to use Shenron's Figure of Majesty's secondary effect, which is to choose one battle card with an energy cost of 2 or less from your drop area and play it. So something you'll do is you'll attack with the leader, trigger the leader's effect off discarding this in order to draw 2 cards. Right, and then resolve your the attack. Right. Then you will use Shenron's Figure of Majesty's effect to bring Goku back by drawing a card. So every time you activate Shenron's ability, you draw a card. So you'll draw a card for Shenron, and then you can bring Goku back. So you draw 2 cards for your leader, then you use Shenron's ability, you'll draw another card, so you draw 3 cards in that combo, and you bring back Goku, and you can obviously attack Goku because he's a 15k, and you have plenty of cards in your hands to combo with if you need to combo. I see now that this wouldn't be a bad deck to throw in some Destructive Champas or Hidden Power East Supreme Kai. Oh yeah, that would have been really nice. Damn, I want to upgrade this deck. I will continue with this version, but yeah, I suggest put some Supreme Kais, because you can always bring back the Kais with Shenron and then pay 1 energy to combo and give those straight 10k power, of course, and those straight to any of your battle cards. That's what I would want to put in here. I might take out the Champa Tricksters to put in, Destructive Champa. So that's what I would suggest. But moving on. Man, that double strike idea was good. We have Dynasty Solace Chi-Chi. She's a Goku lineage. When you play this card, look at up to 3 cards on top of your deck and choose one Goku's lineage from among them and add it to your hand, and shuffle the rest back in your deck. So obviously you play her, get her effect, and she helps you essentially search from the top 3 cards of your deck any Goku lineage card you want. So that's always good to be able to search. The fact that she's a 1-drop and she's a 5k 0 cost, you can attack with the leader, right? Use her to combo with your leader to boost up your leader, which will cause her to go to your drop area. Then of course you can use Shenron's secondary effect to draw a card and then bring her back, and then get her effect, because it's not once per turn for her ability. Whenever she's played, you'll get the effect. So when you play her, you'll get to look at the top 3 cards of your deck and add to your hand, so you're getting a lot of pluses. So you play her, you get something, you combo, and let's say since she gives you a lineage card, when you attack with your leader, you combo with her. Well, you get the auto. You do the auto first, of course. You discard the lineage battle card, draw 2 cards, then you combo with her, which will get her to the graveyard. Then after the battle's over, then you use Shenron to bring her back. So you draw a card. So that right there would be 1 search from her, pitch to draw 2. So you have the 2, and then you draw. So you have 3. So you have 3 by bringing her back. And then her effect will trigger, so you search the top 3 and add another card. So you end up with 4 cards off of that play. And hopefully you'll get a Grade 8 Bardock. And then you can attack with Chi-Chi if you have the 2 energy to combo the Raider's Warcry Bardock to make her 15k, whatever. And then after the battle's over, then he'll be played. You'll draw a card from him, so that'll be 5 cards you'll have. Well, you have 4 cards actually, because you played him, and then you get a card replacement, so you have 4 cards, and then you have him in the field. You tap a battle card on your opponent's side, and you're 20k double strike your attack opponent. You're obviously trying to get to him the most, and play him and attack with him and get some good damage in there. So he's your main attacker. But you have a couple other potential options, of course. So then we have Fledgling, Talent Pan, Active Main. Once per turn, choose 1 card from your hand, place it into the drop area, and then draw a card. So as long as you keep her active, in active mode, you can start sifting and drawing. So you get a good amount of drawing in the deck, as you can see. She's also Goku Lineage, so you can use her with the leader. Adopted father son Gohan. He's a blocker, and he's also Goku Lineage, so you can use him with the leaders. You can draw 2 cards, but he's a blocker, so there's that. So always gets us some defense. We got Champa the Trickster, good counterplay card, but you could replace it with Destructive Champa or something for that double strike play that I was talking about earlier. Then we have Shenron, of course. He has 3 effects. The first one is draw a card and choose up to 2 of your energy and switch them to attack mode. Or draw a card and choose 1 battle card with energy cost 2 or less from your drop area and play it. And this third effect, draw a card, choose your leader card or 1 of your battle cards, and they gain 5,000 power and critical for the duration of the turn. Obviously, that effect is very useful to combine with Bardock Great Ape. The Raiders will require Bardock because he'll be 25k, double strike with crit, so when he deals his damage, instead of your opponent adding the 2 cards to his hand, they'll send it to the graveyard instead, obviously. And the critical, just in general, is good to combine with any of your battle cards, because you don't want your opponent to add cards to their hands. Only you want to add cards to their hands. Then we have Supreme Kai of Time Regulator. She's a blocker, and she has an auto when you play her, you draw cards, so she's really good to combo with Shenron, because you will use his second effect to draw a card, and then play her from the drop area into your field. Then you draw a card for her effect, and then she's a blocker. So if your opponent attacks, you can use her to block, which is how you get her back in the graveyard. So that way next turn, use Shenron's ability again, draw a card, bring her back, draw another card, and you have a blocker. Reusable defense is always good. Of course, you can always bring back Adopted Father Son Gohan, but all he is just a blocker, so he doesn't do much of anything extra. At least she gives you a draw, so she's the better choice when it comes to a draw engine. So you can always draw at least 3 cards, draw for turn, then draw for Shenron's ability, then draw for her effect. So that's 3 cards per turn you can draw. You can easily deck yourself out with all this drawing power I have in here. Of course, with all this dropping Goku Lineage from your hand to the drop area, in order to plus, you should easily be able to get certain, at least enough battle cards in your drop area to summon Awaken Warrior Bardock. He's more of a surprise attack, more of a alright, I attack, oh, you tapped out, you